Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Lauer, and I was a teacher, a special ed teacher, and then a school and clinical psychologist. And I wanted to tell you about an experience that I had that shows why the psychodynamic theories are important to educators. Most people who are in education, most teachers, will tell you that they use behaviorism. Some will say they use Vygotsky's zone of proximal development. We actually all use that, whether we recognize it or not. Or maybe Bandura's theories about learning through observation and modeling. But relatively few people will say they use a psychodynamic approach. And the story that I'm going to relate to you, to me, shows why it's an important thing to take into consideration. The thing that the psychodynamic approach includes that the other approaches don't is that it takes into consideration the child or the student's personality. So it takes into consideration their personality traits and how they view themselves within the world and how they view the world. Behaviorism doesn't. You do reinforcement in order to, and shaping to get behaviors to change. So I was asked by a preschool teacher to observe a child who was in her preschool special education classroom, and he was certified as emotionally impaired, which is pretty unusual for preschoolers, although it's becoming more prevalent. But anyway, the problem was he would throw a temper tantrum every time they asked the kids to go to the bathroom. And this classroom didn't have a bathroom within it. It was down the hall, so they would all go together. And I observed him throw the temper tantrum, lying on the floor, screaming, crying, hitting the floor, kicking. And so once he calmed down, I talked to him for probably, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, and just talked to him about stuff. And within that discussion, he told me how big I looked to him. And he showed me how big his muscles were and explained how strong he was. And those were the kind of themes that emerged when I just talked to him. So there was more to it, but I don't need to go into it for this. So my hypothesis about it was that this was a child who felt very small. This is a 4 or 5 year old, bright kid, by the way, who just felt like he was small. And so and he was, by the way, completely toilet trained. So he knew when he had to go to the bathroom. And my belief is that he felt that the teachers were infantilizing him by telling him when he had to go to the bathroom, because he knows that adults and big people aren't told when they go to the bathroom. They just go to the bathroom. And so my recommendation to the teacher was that she give him some jobs to do, which would make him feel bigger in the classroom, and also that maybe he could decide when he was going to go to the bathroom. And maybe if they needed to have him come with them to the bathroom, he could just go there. But if he didn't feel like he had to go to the bathroom, he wouldn't go to the bathroom. And I'm not sure that the teacher really liked that answer, because I think she was looking for something more on the behavioral level. And if I was a behaviorist, I would have looked at what came before. Well, they asked him to go to the bathroom. What was the behavior? It was throwing a temper tantrum. And what came afterwards? Well, he was neither really punished nor rewarded for it, although to him it was a punishment to have to go to the bathroom when he didn't feel like he needed to. But I don't think that would have done much good. I don't think reinforcing him necessarily would have worked, because I think this was a problem within him. And I think it would be better to work with him on that. So anyway, I hope that's interesting for you. It was a very interesting experience for me. And if you have any questions about it, just let Michelle know, and we talk every couple weeks at least, and so I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have about that. So thanks so much for watching this.